Hey everybody, welcome to another review from Izzy Said Escape on YouTube. It is 9:50 p.m. I just finished watching Where the Crawdads Sing. Before I get into the details of this review, I want everyone to know that I haven't read the book, so I am not overly familiar as to how exactly faithful the film is to the overall source material. I know that there are a lot of people who have read the book. I have heard people speak about it, especially on my Facebook, how great it is and how most of them, quite a few of them, are reading the book before they watch the film. So anyone who has watched the film and they have some specific confirmation that's exactly how faithful it is to the overall story, feel free to let me know in the comments section what you thought about it. It could be on my YouTube channel or it could be on my Facebook if you have access to that. Feel free to let me know because I am very interested in learning exactly how faithful it is when it comes to the overall presentation of this in the film when compared to the novel. As per usual, it's going to be spoiler free. The film stars Daisy Edgar Jones, Taylor John Smith, and Harris Dickerson. And the film tells the story of a young girl named Kaya Clark who is abandoned by her family and is forced to essentially survive in the marshlands of North Carolina. And the people of that small town community within the North Carolina state call her the Marsh Girl because nothing is known about her. She is a very mysterious, quiet, very much more or less kind of, I don't want to say in the shadows, but she is reserved to the point to where people don't notice her, where she is in more ways than one invisible, and she is judged so quickly based off of her appearance and how she interacts with human civilization, because in a way they treat her as if she's an indigenous species, some undiscovered creature that people are simply want to examine rather than want to get to know. So I thought it was very interesting in how that specific story, that specific theme was conveyed in the film, along with the fact that, of course, she is accused of murdering this young prospect who has everything going for him. And since she lives out in the marshlands, and since the body was found in the marshlands, automatically people put two and two together and assume her guilt. What I found interesting, especially before I watched the film and when I saw the trailer, is how eerily similar it resembled the film Nell that stars Jodie Foster and Liam Neeson, which contains a more or less similar premise when you think about it, whereas you have this indigenous outsider who, well, at least in Nell, this young lady who has her own language and she hasn't really been able to adapt to human civilization as far as that is concerned. So you have people from an upstanding, intelligent community trying to get her to adapt to a world that she has never been exposed to. So I thought that specific comparison was very interesting because I noticed the similarities between the two right then and there. But this one is very different compared to Nell because this is a lot more darker, realistic, and it makes you think about how people, just in essence, can treat another individual who might be different from them. It's not so much based off of white and black. It is very grounded in the sense that it really gives you a message that isn't preachy, but it really just, I think the best way to put it for me personally is the fact that we are experiencing a sense of resurgence when you have a film that is telling a cohesive story and is straight to the point. It's nothing preachy. It's not get into the whole political allegories that a lot of films in the past recently has attempted to do when it comes to lecturing the audience. It's just, this is the story, these are the characters, and this is how we want to convey these characters. And I thought that Daisy Edgar Jones and Taylor John Smith and Harris Dickerson did a great job with the characters. It really made you care about the characters. It made you care about what it is that they represent. And Daisy Edgar Jones did an amazing job as Kaya Clark. I loved how she portrayed the shy, quiet, naive, very reserved Kaya Clark, where she's mysterious in her own way, but you know she means no harm. And that takes a remarkable actress to be able to convey those necessary emotions that allow you to relate to her in complete totality. And even the young child actress that they got to play play her as a child, did an amazing job. I think you're seeing a lot more talented child actors and actresses be utilized in a way where their reactions to their acting is so realistic compared to the child actors that we have seen in the past as of late. So I thought she did an amazing job with the character. And I thought Taylor John Smith as a character Tate did a great job. He's very likable, vulnerable, and well-meaning, and you really just get a feel for him overall. And I really enjoyed exactly how he portrays such an innocent character. You have Harris Dickinson, who plays the character of Chase, and I have to say, Chase, I mean, he did a great job too. And one of the things that I really do appreciate about the character is that characters overall is that you really get a sense for how they are. You really find they make the purpose of being well-meaning very much authentic. You believe that these individuals mean well, and that whenever something happens, you are really attempting to determine exactly how they're going to react to that situation and to her. And it's really just a beautiful film and story to watch unfold before your eyes. And the twist ending really caught me by surprise. Again, I'm not overly familiar with the story, so I don't know exactly how faithful it is. I don't know what happens at the end of the book, and I am not going to say what happens at the end of the film. But what I will say, I thought the twist ending was very well done. I thought what was really interesting as well is that it really captured exactly what the marshlands is all about. Now, I've seen a few marshlands here and there, but I've often really wondered exactly how there's probably a lot of individuals, if you will, who are hidden within the marshlands, and we have no idea if they exist or not, and we don't know if they're friendly or not either. So I thought that was a very interesting concept that they explored, at how it makes you wonder that if you were to go deep within the marshlands, exactly who you would find. And also, I thought what was really brilliant as well is the fact that they captured the whole small town community quite faithfully, in my opinion, whereas everybody knew everybody and everyone was looking out for everyone to an extent, and really everyone knew each other's business. And then you see a lot, I will say I've seen a lot of that here living in Sumter, but I guess it was a lot more different because when you really think about it, it's essentially a period piece film, and where it takes place within the transitions of the 50s and it going into the 60s. So I thought Where the Crawdads Sing was a very nice drama, mystery, and legal drama film. All those specific genres are combined with each other, and they did it quite brilliantly. I enjoyed the film. I thought it was very unique, straight to the point, brilliantly filmed, and the cinematography I thought was great as well. Seeing the overhead view of the marshlands, especially when there's one scene where I don't want to go into any type of details about it, but there's a scene where you just see the whole panoramic view of the marshlands from a very high area, and I thought that was just a brilliant, beautiful scene to see. I thought, wow, that is, because when I was a little kid, I've always looked, whenever I was on a plane, I would always look to see exactly how the world looked below, and you would see the clouds, and sometimes you would see the mountains and the rivers and the marshlands, and I thought, wow, how they captured that panoramic view was just extraordinarily beautiful, in my opinion. Overall, in the end, I have to give Where the Crawdads Sing a 10 out of 10, a 2 thumbs up. Brilliantly acted, well written, very intelligent, unique, straight to the point, and gives you exactly what you're looking for as far as character development, atmosphere, excuse me, and just a film that you could enjoy. I don't recommend taking your children to watch it because it's not a film that's specifically geared towards them. There's a lot of mature themes that's conveyed in the film, and it does get pretty heavy-handed, especially when it comes to the overall theme of isolation and prejudice and some historical significance, especially considering that it was happening within the structure of the 50s into the 60s, where there is still some racial tension involved as well. So I thought that was great. But in the end, I have to give Where the Crawdads Sing a 2 thumbs up, a 10 out of 10. Great film. I do recommend it. Let me know in the comments section what you thought about it. I am very much looking forward to hearing your thoughts. And if you're interested, please join my Discord. I want to say my Discord link is still provided within the YouTube channel. I know it's on my Facebook as well. And once again, let me know in the comments section what you thought about it. And then you'll be hearing from me again, my friends. Take care and peace out.